Looks like we're in already. Got going on time today. Got the live stream going good. Yeah, should be. Okay. Get a drink here. Alrighty, sorry about that. Had to get some drink here so we can get started today. Let's go right here. I'm gonna have to. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna look at the. I'm gonna put it right here. Don't worry about this. Okay. I'm not totally ready yet. Let's see. I'll move that there over on this camera. Oh wow, this is working a lot better than it has in forever. All right, so looks like we've already got some people in here. We'll see. Looks like we got 5 people in here. That's awesome already. Thank you guys so much for coming on here today. And I know it's kind of early. You know, I normally do this at night, but we're just kind of ready to. I'm just kind of ready to get it done today. I tried to post a sort of an update for the live stream, but I was unable to get that going. Something with the internet wasn't working right. I wasn't able to get the video uploaded. But if you guys get my notifications, you should know when I post stuff. So hopefully that worked out. I'm also going to go live on Instagram. I tried out something the other day. I was actually inspired by Quarterback HD to try, going on live on Instagram. So we'll do that. I'll get that set up here in just a minute. All right, so definitely got some people going in here. Let's see. All right, so with you guys that are in here already, we're going to go ahead and set our goal today to get 30 viewers on the live stream at one time. We've had a record of 18, so we need to get that as our goal. We need you guys to share the video, do whatever it takes to get us to do this, and if we get that, we can possibly give away some more awesome stuff, and that's kind of the goal for today. We'll kind of see how it goes. Okay, looking at a different screen here. I guess this is okay. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to comment on today. And I keep looking over to the side, and I'm just gonna have to put this right here. It's bothering me. I'm just gonna have to put it on the main screen. Can't do dual screens. It's just not what I'm able to do right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, we're gonna give away another Mr. Football giveaway box. It's gonna have a couple coupons in it. Other little gifts and goodies I'm going to add in there. And it should be a nice little surprise, whoever wins. And we'll do that near the end of the live stream. But here's what I need you guys to do today. And I'm going to kind of get rolling on this topic before, we get going. But this is live stream today. We're going to mostly talk about helmets and face masks. I'm going to strictly kind of stick to face mask, and we can talk helmets at the end, but I've got a presentation I'm going to show you guys, and that's going to be kind of the main bulk of this video. But I want you to go on here and tell me your favorite face mask. And it can be a past face mask, it can be your face mask. It can be one you want to get, somebody in the NFL wears, your favorite one. It doesn't have to be one you own or anything, but just tell me what's your favorite face mask. And it can be from Shutt, Riddell, Zenith, any brand you want to talk about, we're going to do. Let's see. I'm going to go to Instagram. And we're going to go live on Instagram. And hopefully it works. I didn't think about it because I'm using so much bandwidth already. I always forget how to do this. Here we go. Actually, I don't know where I want to put this right now. We'll stick it right there. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did change my Instagram username. It is Mr. Football Coach now. It was just too hard for people to find my Instagram because I had all these different like underscores, and people just weren't able to find it. So hopefully you found my Instagram. Hopefully you guys have found it, but I'm also live now on Instagram, so we'll see if anybody gets on there. Alright, so let's see. So make sure you guys, I'll comment the poll question. What is your favorite face mask? And that's where we're going to start talking about today. And to be entered in this giveaway, you guys are going to have to answer the poll question. I'm not going to no longer do this thing where people are just going to comment whatever they want, and you're not going to be entered. So I don't care if you don't know the name of the face mask. Like, you know, obviously, and you guys can definitely comment when we get to doing the get to comment on the presentation we're going to do here in just a minute, but that's going to be kind of where we're going with today. So I'll just kind of go on here and show you all what I'm doing while I get this screen thing set up. Let me go right here. Okay. Oh boy. What am I doing? Okay. Hopefully everybody can see that now. So I've changed it to where you guys should be able to see. This right here. It's my presentation I'm giving you guys today. And so we're going to talk about Mr. Football's face mask video series. And this is a video series that I've not really talked to you guys about, but this is a video series I'm working on to kind of talk about different face masks dealing with football and talk about positions. So the first video that I'm coming out with will be on running back and linebacker face masks, and we'll have another one come out after that. And we're going to go through all these different positions. But I'm going to kind of talk about, and I'm going to go back to the live stream here, and so what I want to do with this live stream, or excuse me, with this video series, the Football Face Mask video series, is to talk about just different face masks. And like I said, the first one will be talking about running backs and linebacker face masks. And what I've done is I'm not making specific videos just for quarterback or just for linemen. Like, I'm doing it, I'm pairing things up. And so when I first thought of this, I was like, I'm going to do running back and linebacker together. And it was like the most easiest one I could have done so far, because it's like I'm going to be showing a couple face masks in the video. It was like a real easy one I could do at the time. And so what I kind of decided was, I thought of different players. Like, I thought of running backs, and then I was like, well, who else defensively would use the same style face mask? Well, I was like, linebackers. Because if you really think about it, running backs and linebackers get in contact with each other. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. But if you think about where players line up in position-wise, like, okay, the offensive line, like the main interior five Oh, let's see. Sound isn't working. Okay, make sure to tell me if anybody else is having sound problems. If everybody's having sound problems, I need to know, so maybe we can get this issue worked out. I don't know if you can't hear me. I don't know if that's what the issue is. I don't know if, hopefully, I don't really know. Anyway, what was I talking about? So the face mask video series is just good deal. Glad y'all can hear me. So this video series would be, I thought about different positions. So I thought about running back and linebacker. They're going to be coming in contact with each other. And then we go to talking about quarterback. And I thought about who else would play in fact with the quarterback. Well, I thought about who's the quarterback of the defense, a free safety, or the safeties. So I paired those two up together. I paired the offensive line, the main interior offensive line, with the defensive tackles. I put tight ends and defensive ends together in a video series. And then I took receivers and cornerbacks and put them together. And so I've got plans to make 5 videos of this. And so this is one of those things where we're just going to kind of go through. Let's see. I want to do this here. I want to see kind of how I want to go ahead and start while we've got several people in here. So we're going to go ahead and start, and I can come back through and talk about some of your guys' stuff later. But be sure to answer the poll question for this live stream. And I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my people watching on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually doing a YouTube live stream on here, so if you want to come and join the YouTube live stream, you're more than welcome to. The poll question for today is, what is your favorite football face mask? It can be from anything, talking about Riddell face mask, Shutt face mask, and so on. So we're going to talk about, I'm going to start with my presentation here in just a second. I'm talking about this. Let me get my, what is this?
You should.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to set it where they can see you and the board.
Okay. So they'll be able to see both?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Should be able to.
Okay. Half 3K, he's on here on Instagram right now. What's up, man? I had it set up to where I just added a screen, and I was just able to click between each one. And I guess I tried it earlier and it looked like it was working. So, I mean, everybody should be able to see.
You had it duplicate on here?
Well, I just had it set as another thing we could, I just clicked to it and it just went to that, I believe. Like everybody should be.
Next time you do this, I'll try to fix it where they can see both of you.
Okay. Alright, so let's see. And can you see this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. Okay, so we are going to talk about I basically made a little PowerPoint here talking about just different face masks, and this kind of details all the things that you're going to see with my face mask video series. I know you guys on YouTube, the guys on Instagram right now can't see this, but you're just kind of here for the information, I guess. So this is going to be, you got to see my PowerPoint right now to see kind of what we're talking about. So you'll just be seeing me talk. So enjoy it. So we're only looking at Riddell model face mask. I made this PowerPoint I started out, I made it for me because I was wanting to be more organized with how I was going to make this video series. And so I started out and I was like, all right, Riddell speed helmets. And we start going through positions here. And so I put, for quarterback and safety, put these two face masks on here, the S2BD SW and then the S2B SP on here as two quarterback safety face masks for Riddell Speed helmets. And all these first are just going to be through Riddell Speed helmets. And so what I'm going to kind of talk about within, going too far here, with these positions was I was like, all right, so quarterbacks need to be able to see, need to have a good range of vision. And so I was like, a good face mask to pick up, would either be one of these two. Something that's going to have wide open vision so where you can see, far down the football field. And what I will say about these face masks is, every situation, like, you may not get the face mask that you want. Like, if you're a high school player, youth player, whatever, like, you may not get, like, the right face mask necessarily. And all I'm doing is making, like, this whole video series just a recommendation. And it's not something like, I'm not saying you have to do this, but it would be somewhat recommended. Now, like, for instance, my youth team, like, I had my starting offensive line, they all mostly had this style of face mask. Now, when we get to talk, now it was just more affordable for me to buy that, just not have to buy extra face masks or anything, and we just went with that face mask because I'm not too worried about my youth players, getting absolutely drilled. Now, if you were a senior high varsity player, you might not want that face mask, where you might catch a fist to the nose because it's just a pretty violent game. But at the youth level, it's not too big of a deal. I like this face mask. A lot of open vision. You guys will see videos specifically on these two face masks for sure in the near future. Running back and linebacker face masks. And these are all pretty general. And you're going to see some of these face masks overlap each other. They're going to be on some different ones here. But more or less, you've got all these different styles here. And why does this keep going hit? So we've got the S2EG2. That's a pretty popular face mask with the eye guards. And this is another one. It's just like the same one without the eye guards. You've got what they used to call the robot face mask, what was always called on Madden, but it's actually called the S2EG SW. SW standing for single wire that goes through here. So definitely a more face mask that would be for a running back, and it'll kind of go over and talk about receivers. Why does this keep doing this? This face mask actually will pop up on a few spots. I do not know why this keeps moving. But the S2BDC SP, definitely I've actually had running backs use that face mask before. It's definitely one for, and it would more or less for me, it's more of a fullback linebacker face mask. When I think about running backs, I think of vision. And all these face masks give you a good amount of vision, except for this one. It's more of a protective one. Without, you can kind of tell on these how there's less of an eye opening here of where the face mask opens up there. But that will be a good video series we'll talk about with this. Remember, we're just now only on the speed helmets, and we'll probably stop for a while. I'll go answer your comments because I don't know what's all going on out there. So I'm going to get through all the speed helmets first, and we'll go through. I actually have Speedflex at the bottom of this PowerPoint. Talking about receivers, like I said, we just talked about this one. It's a good open face mask. You think about what receivers and corners have to do. Remember, I pair all these up, and all these videos that I do will all be paired up in a video series. And so I kind of copied these from the quarterback face masks, quarterback and safety face masks, just because, receivers and quarterbacks need vision. Not so much protection, but they need vision. And so all of these face masks give you the vision aspect. My goodness, I don't know. I keep moving slightly and it goes to the next one. I'm very sorry. But like I said, all of these kind of have an opening, and some of these, like I said, you'll kind of get to see different styles once we get talking about different helmets with all these. Moving to tight end and defensive end. Now, I don't know if I talked about these two, but I paired these two guys together, these two positions, because tight ends and defensive ends are going to be lined up against each other. And so I have not mentioned this one yet, or the LWV series speed helmets, or the speed face mask. So that's definitely one. Definitely could also be a running back face mask, one I've actually got sitting right over here by the desk that we could kind of talk about. But then you've got the S2BD SP. We've looked at this one before. It's another tight end defensive end. When I think about defensive end play, you've got to have a good amount of vision. Not so much. You can have a protective face mask, but vision is definitely key playing with the defensive end. You're going to have to make a lot of reads. Tight ends, going to be sort of doing the same thing. You've got to have a lot of vision. You're also a receiving blocking threat, or receiving threat blocking tight end. So some of these kind of overlap. Last section here for the big boys, we got the offensive line, defensive tackle, Riddell Speed helmet, face masks for the Riddell Speed. We've just talked about this one. It's more of a lineman. All of these kind of have like the same bar opening, not very big, but still very protective face mask. You've got the S3 BDU, the U standing for this U bar at the very top of the face mask, and the 3 being that there's 3 total bars that Riddell counts for these, and varying 1, 2, and then 3. It's very funny how I've actually learned quite a bit about all these face mask letterings from watching all of the Green Gridiron videos, and watch a lot of their stuff, and I just keep learning more. They don't sell the big grills anymore, and this is one of the sort of big grills you can get that's still, I guess you'd say, technically legal. I've not read. No, okay, so I was at a coaching conference this summer, and they said that the big grill face masks were out. And I know that in college and NFL, they've thrown them out too. And I don't know how it's going to work for the high school level, because I know teams will have those, or I've seen them as of last year. I don't know if they've all been thrown out. I don't know how it's working. But you've got the TX version face masks are very much becoming popular these days. Definitely a lineman a big grill style face mask without being the big grill. I really think the big grill face mask, their whole problem was they added too much weight, and that's where the issue of the helmet safety became a big issue, was the added weight. So that's for offensive line, and that's talking about centers, guards, and tackles, as well as the defensive tackles on the defensive side of the ball. All of these are great face masks for that position group. And so going into the Speedflex helmets, we're going to kind of pause right here, and I'm going to go answer your guys' questions. And kind of, because you guys have been on this. All right, so like I said, I'm still live on Instagram. If you guys want to pop in for a different thing, but okay, hold on. I've got to change this. Yeah. Okay. I'm back. I am back. Okay. A lot of comments on here. We've had 10 people, it looks like. Bad stream service. Looks like we were not receiving video data fast enough. Okay, well, that happens. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of your guys' questions. Let's see if I'm going to go back up here sort of the top and answer questions as we go. Make sure you answer the the poll question, which is, what is your favorite football face mask? We'll go through here some of these. Samuel Davis, the Riddell Speedflex face mask for quarterback. I'm guessing that's one of the ones we went over. Well, we went over the Speedflex ones yet. We'll get there. TAF 3K, favorite face mask, Riddell or Shut. He says, wait, mine Speedflex. I definitely like the Speedflex ones. Let's see. Some of you guys were commenting your positions. All right, so Isaiah Ingram, the S2BD SP face mask, my favorite face mask, Riddell Speed. That's a definite one that's very popular. I like that one. Wide receiver squad. P-Boy Skays, I guess that's how you say your name. S2EG2, that's one of my favorite face masks of all time. It's actually, if you guys are watching on Instagram, it's right up there. Or if you guys on YouTube, it's right up there too. You see that? Yeah, there they are. So, that face mask. Let's see. You guys were talking about. I love how you guys are very chatty in this thing. Y'all are talking about what gloves you use. I think that's freaking awesome. Isaiah, what gloves y'all use? Under our F5 Under Armour. Last F5 gloves I got, I think, were the F4s 2 years ago. And that was, I like those. Got this Nike Superbad 4s, white, black, and gold. I did see those at TJ Maxx, the Superbad 4s and white, black, and gold. Those were $15, like he says down here, and so TJ Maxx is great. It's awesome. My girlfriend's in here. She's obviously the comment moderator in here, I believe. Mr. Football, what is Justin Tuck face mask called? I'm guessing it's he had a shut face mask. We'd have to go back and look. Let's see. Isaiah also says I might get the local to get a back plate at my local Dick's. They're on sale for $20. I think the Riddell back plates. I think I might know what you're talking about. I got this on sale at Dick's too for $20. Actually, I got it online, but that was something I picked up. Still haven't used it yet. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I don't know if we'll let somebody in football use it this year, or we'll, I don't know, might give it away. Who knows? Only the regular shut one and all the black varsity. The shut one, it'd actually be a good thing to review both of those, because I've actually put the shut one on some of my kids' shoulder pads. Alright, so we need to know what the name of the Justin Tuck face mask is. Alright. It looks like it is called the Varsity Super Pro STG Specialty Face Mask. And so, it looks like it's at Dick's Sporting Goods. Might be. I don't know. We'll see how that works. I'm getting a link to it right now. So it's called the Super Pro STG. Yeah, so we got it. There we go. It's crazy is actually, I was actually watching a video this morning, and something about voiding the helmet's warranty. That's kind of a topic that's been going around, but what I know about something that I also heard at the same coaching conference I went to, but they were talking about the big grill face mask and how they make it to where you almost feel, and it's all worded, and I know we all don't think this way, but it makes you invincible, or it makes players feel like they don't have any fear when they wear that big face mask, and that's definitely I think that's it's basically for safety of the game. And so, and there were tests done that were showing that helmets with the big grill face mask, it was starting to skew the results of some of their testing that they do on these helmets. So that's why you see you don't see Riddell selling any more big grill face masks. Now, a year or two ago, you couldn't get away from them; they were everywhere, and you still see them pop up everywhere. It seems like they're it seems just like they're always out there. So I don't really know what to think about them. I think there's a lot of better alternatives to a big grill face mask. All it is about the added weight. When you think about a helmet and you're adding all these little extra bars to the helmet, you're adding weight to this helmet already. And so the helmet itself, like they say, and it's very vague about what they say about the helmet warranty about all this. But there's a video I really should let y'all watch, or just tell you guys to go watch. But go to Green Gridiron. They've got a YouTube page, and they had a video come out either last night or this morning. But it was it said, "Would drilling a hole?" Basically, someone gave him a question like, "Would drilling a hole in my Riddell Speedflex void the warranty?" And so they made it seem like voiding the warranty can be a very vague thing, because I also heard at this same coaching conference, if you put a football visor on, you add anything to the helmet, you basically void the warranty. And so that's the main issue with this whole thing, is like what actually counts as voiding the warranty. I know I'm getting off into like crazy helmet talk, but I know some of you guys, if you guys follow this, you'll maybe know, but I would highly encourage all of you guys, if you enjoy watching helmet and face mask videos, go watch Green Gridiron on YouTube. I know they're the face mask company that does all the reconditioning face mask, but watch their videos. They're very informative. I've learned a lot of stuff from those guys. It's just definitely a cool little way to it's just a lot of stuff I've learned. So make sure you guys answer the poll question. I know you guys got some of you guys answering. All right, so Michael Kim just came in here and said, my favorite face mask is the S2EG SW SP face mask. We actually talked about that one a few minutes ago on our little presentation I did on talking about all these different positions in face mask. But that face mask right there, what we would consider it either be a running back, receiver, defensive back kind of face mask. So I think let's kind of see where we're getting at today. Peak. It said we've had 11 people on at once, so that's stinking awesome. So it says okay. And I will say that, and Isaiah definitely has a good point. All these face mask names are so long, and what's so impressive to me is how some people can just rattle off these face masks. Okay, I'll be real honest with you guys. The face mask video I did the other day on this channel, I had to write them down and put them on a notepad. Like I had to put them on a notepad. Like I can't remember all these names, like, and all the numbers do, and all these letters and numbers, it just tells you what the face mask, it's how they classify the face mask. It's basically like, almost like, I don't know if you necessarily say a serial number, but like how you can easily identify these. So this is a 360 face mask. It's a 2-bar face mask, so it would be called the 360 2EG because it has eye guards, little eye guard pieces. And I mean, from that point on, that's just what I call it. I mean, to me, it's just not a big deal naming them, but it's how they classify them. Like if you were going to order a face mask, you'd say I want this one, and you'd say I want the S2EG SWSP face mask. Like only because I've read that from Michael's comment. I don't just remember all these things. Maybe I'll get better at it, and maybe this video itself, this live stream will be a good way for me to practice naming all of these, so I can do really awesome at doing these videos, the video series we're going to do. If you're new to the, well, thank you guys for the helmet. Thank you guys for saying it looks nice. This is something I put together. I don't know if it's been shown yet, but this is one I've been working on. I added a new face mask to it over Christmas. I got the TCP chin strap on there. Got yellow, or excuse me, gold, yellow, whatever you want to call it, the color. Under Armour visor tab, the Under Armour mirrored visor. The mirrored visor, I don't know if you can still find that visor, but it's basically a smoke visor. It's mirrored, so you guys can kind of see yourself there. But definitely very good face mask and helmet setup. Oh yeah, I already put it on. Strap it up. We'll just do the live stream like this for a while until the helmet annoys me. I have to take it off. Okay, your audio is beginning to start making the noises. Okay. So I better get going on this. Is anybody else having audio issues? Just want to make sure everybody's still good. I don't know. It seems like we get going on this. We get going too long. The audio starts to kind of go out. Half 3K. Mr. Football, my freshman year is coming up. I'm trying to get scholarships. Can we talk about what scouts are looking for? Yeah, we can definitely. If you'll remind me, we'll get to talking about that. So the sound's getting choppy. Okay. We'll try to see if I can do anything. Volume range. Are we still good? Okay. Still good on sound, I'm guessing. If you guys can comment back real quick and we'll get started on my last part of my little thing here. Show us your Arkansas helmet. I can get that one down here in a little bit. Okay. So you think turning it off would help? Not necessarily. It says that status is good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and answer, since you guys are kind of talking about, I'm going to go ahead and answer, where's his name? Taffer Case question.
You might try to turn it off and back on the live stream.
Yeah. How do,
that fixes the audio.
how do you think I would turn it off?
Like, stop your broadcast over on your
On this?
program.
Okay.
When possible, you start your broadcast.